Over the years, I've been asked why I create content covering places in the urban environment, especially including retail, and there are honestly several reasons why I do this kind of content and also enjoy making it. For those unfamiliar with my channel, I love exploring the urban environment and documenting retail history, including in my own area in the world. And today, I'm going to dive into part of why I'm here where I'm at. When I was growing up, oftentimes I'd have an adult, maybe a parent, maybe a friend, maybe someone else, tell me a story that involves a place that at the time I couldn't even hardly fathom. It wasn't like I physically couldn't imagine it. It was that I really just didn't know what these places looked like because I wasn't around then. I couldn't have experienced it in the same way that they did. I don't know how many of you have had this experience where your only context to really envision a story is a mixture of blurs and glimpses of other unrelated aspects of this world. But that's exactly what it's like when I haven't experienced something someone else has experienced and never seen or a hint of what they saw really. There have also been a lot of influences on me throughout the last couple of decades that likely directly contributed to my intrigue in the path I've taken. As a kid, I vividly remember watching a documentary series on the History Channel called Life After People, a series that theorized just that idea, life after people if everyone disappeared overnight. I've heard some people complaining about how the series is vastly inaccurate in some respects, and even if the complaints are correct, who knows what it actually would be like if people actually disappeared at the snap of two fingers. On the topic of television, I'd even be willing to go so far as to say the Planet of the Apes series have both also increased my intrigue of seeing places after people. That's not all though. Video games arguably may have contributed to my interest in urbex as well, as I vividly remember exploring the remains of an abandoned hospital in Grand Theft Auto 4, even going inside the abandoned motel in Grand Theft Auto 5. YouTubers have also influenced me. I remember coming across channels like Exploring with Josh, Sam and Colby, This is Dan Bell, and The Proper People. I later discovered channels like That Nate Guy on YouTube and WallyB26, who both focused more on retail, and that further intrigued me in the retail sphere as well. I even eventually stumbled across channels like Company Man and Bright Sun Films that roped me into the documentary style of videos. To say that's all, though, it really doesn't end there as to why I make these videos. Personally, it does make me sad to see places fall into such disrepair that not only are they in rough shape, it almost isn't worth it to repair them and try to make things work. Cheyenne's Cole Shopping Center is a great example of this. While I think it would have been really cool to retrofit the buildings, they were old and falling apart and filled with materials including asbestos, materials that can be harmful to your health. Places like these can be interesting to see since you don't normally see these places in such disrepair, but places in this rough of shape are also quite dangerous to explore. For instance, you never know when a roof might cave. I specifically remember a video where one of the Proper People fell through a set of stairs while exploring. So yeah, it can get pretty dangerous at times. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that maybe, just maybe, I can make it easier for someone looking for some place to open a business, perhaps, for example, make it a little bit easier for that person to find that place. And if the place can be retrofitted, maybe the retrofit can happen before the place falls into significant disrepair. Actually, just realizing, I wonder how many of the videos in the retail community have directly influenced somebody buying that property. Anyway, random thought. You might have noticed that I'll often try to capture grand openings or first days of new businesses, and in this case, I want to see new businesses be the best that they can be and also have a chance to do well. If my videos can maybe help increase the odds of a business lasting for a while, why not do a video or other media talking about them or even going and exploring the place? Even if it doesn't last long, maybe my videos can help keep the memory of the business alive. And even if it is open a decade down the line, the early days are still a part of a business's and even a person's or company's history. Further, I find it intriguing, satisfying, and even potentially nostalgic to reflect on something captured at a certain time. It can be really wild to see where something began and see how far it has come over the last decade or two. Every time I see a photo of the Frontier Mall captured between the late 90s and the first decade of the 21st century, it often triggers a certain level of nostalgia and brings back certain memories from that time. And the same could be said about other places, including downtown Cheyenne. Perhaps one of the final major reasons is that I like to create the content that might put a smile on someone's face. There's arguably a lot of negativity in the world, especially right now. I strongly believe that ignoring the negativity and the problems is not the solution, maybe a band-aid at best, but I figure that if I can at least make someone happy and want to strive to make their own part of the world just a little better, I'd like to do that. Life sometimes can seem like it's never going to end, but you blink and a decade's gone by and nothing's the same anymore. Aspects of life that once mattered to you a decade or so ago might well be gone now. And for me, it's really been hitting lately that many of the places I have memories of now are nothing more than memories, things I can't see and experience again in the same way now. Whether it's Toys R Us, Sears, Plush Q, or even Cheyenne's old downtown pedestrian plaza on Cary Avenue. I guess I should go ahead and give a shout out to my channel members on both YouTube and Patreon who do support the channel and make videos like this significantly easier. If you would like to further support, links are all down in the description. Until next time, peace out.